In this video, I'm going to talk about some things I've been watching. I haven't had Netflix in about a week, almost 2 weeks now, so I've been kind of venturing out to different things, different channels. And there's this channel called, let's see, I think it was called Pluto. And I found this show called Making a Model. And it's the host is Yolanda Hadid, and she's the mother of Gigi and Bella Hadid. They're like famous, like Instagram, and not just Instagram models, but they're models, like supermodels. But I guess they're famous on Instagram, and they're like friends with the Kardashians or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know much about them, but I don't know. I've kind of been into a reality show kick for a while. I don't know, for some reason. So I thought, oh, this looks interesting, and it was current. So I was like, okay, let me check it out, because I used to love America's Next Top Model. Like, that was my jam. Like, I feel like that was like my early 20s, whatever. That was like my jam, watching it, and then I stopped watching it. So I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cool. Maybe it would be like that, and it's a little different. The models, or to-be models, are a lot younger. They're like 13 to like 16 or something. And it's like they actually live in, it's almost like a real life model show. America's Next Top Model was a little bit over the top, um, as far as like the competition and or whatever. Anyway, so it was interesting. I kind of thought it was interesting. I like the fact that no one got voted off each week. It was kind of like them. The whole purpose of them not getting voted off is that they had a chance to get better and better each week. So that's one thing I liked about it. And also like that it was a smaller group of models. It wasn't like 20 or 30 trying to fight it out and to the death. So, but yeah, they were pretty scandalous. And because they were so young, the mothers were allowed to, or actually, I think it was not only allowed, but it was also required for the mothers to come along with them and live with them in their little house that they lived in. So, like a model house or whatnot. Interesting show. If you just want to see like a show you don't really have to think about. I feel like there was one mother-daughter team, if you will, that was a little bit too catty, and I was really surprised that the mom like kind of advocated the behavior of her daughter. So I don't know. That was kind of like, shouldn't you be focused on the modeling thing and not the other contestants or the other models? So anyways, she didn't win, so that was a good part. So yeah, definitely, I think it's a really good watch. If you just, I thought it was a really good watch. I ended up watching the whole series. A little bit surprised of who won, but yeah. Anyways, that was a good watch. And then another channel I found was Voodoo. On that channel, I watched a movie called They Came Together. I actually saw this movie on Netflix as well. And I was like, oh, well, it looks interesting. It has some of my favorite comedians. And of course, I can't think of it right now. Amy Poehler, one of them. She starred in it. Amy Poehler is in it. They had so many other like really great current comedians in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. So it stars Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler, and they're a couple, and they're talking to another couple played by Bill Hader and the woman who plays Kimmy Smith. I can't think of her name right now. And so they're at like a restaurant, and they're kind of talking about, oh, how did you guys meet? And they're like, oh, we met, or how we met was like, it was like a romantic comedy. And like, oh, that's funny. No, literally, it was like a romantic comedy. And then they go back and they kind of rehash the events of how they met and everything. So the premise of it then goes into like they kind of make fun of the romantic comedy. It kind of reminded me of the whole like scary movies, like how they kind of scary movies made fun of scary movies. So this kind of made fun of romantic comedies. And this was done this movie was made or came out in 2014. I never heard of it either. And so a movie actually this year came out, which I actually saw, called Isn't It Romantic, which I didn't talk about. on my channel. Okay, I forgot to talk about that. But yeah, maybe I did talk about it. Anyway, I thought it isn't romantic, and it's kind of similar to it. Isn't romantic kind of makes fun of the romantic movie genre and how it's so unrealistic. It's a little different because it's like she talks about she goes yeah, it's a little bit different. This one it's made by the people who did Wet Hot American Summer, I think it's called. And I actually think I saw I mean I know I did see it. I think there's different episodes or series or prequels or sequels or whatever. I think I only saw the original one, and the same thing. It had like all these different like comedians in it and famous comedians, and it was very outlandish and over the top. This is definitely very similar. It was very over the top, not to be taken seriously at all. Romantic comedy, making fun of romantic comedy. I actually laughed a lot. I didn't think I was gonna laugh this much. I'm glad I watched it. I saw it, and I was like I said, I saw it on Netflix. I was like, oh, I'll see it one day. I think it was on my to watch list or whatnot. I have like yeah. So I just never really got into it because there's just so much stuff to watch on TV. But since I don't have Netflix and I was looking for something to watch, I thought I would check that out on Vudu. So that was a few days ago. And then over the weekend, I started watching a TV series on Vudu. It's so old. It's it's Queer as Folk, and it's the British version. It's from the early '99, actually, the year my last year in high school. So obviously I didn't watch it. I think I've heard about it, but I never watched it. And there's an American version that came out, I think, after the British version. It actually did better than the British version because the British version only had one season plus a second season with 2 episodes. So I'm still kind of watching it. I stopped watching it and started watching another movie, which I will talk about in a minute. So yeah, I like it. It's definitely explicit, but I'm very into not very into, I'm open to the LGBT and movies that have to do with the community, whether it's movies and TV shows, I should say. Like I like um what did I used to watch? I think it was called a show called Looking, I think it was called, like that show. I liked like just yeah. So that's just one example. I'm not really doing very good with my talking right now, apparently, and it's okay. So anyway, so I watched Queer Folk. I just thought it'd be a nice, interesting show, especially seeing something from the early 2000s. It's definitely early 2000s. Like they had all these songs that, like, oh my god, I remember that song, and seeing all the styles that they had. It was very kind of very throwbacky. So, I mean, it's pretty out there. It's pretty funny. It's out there as far as like there is a guy who's actually, I was like, oh, that guy looks familiar. He's really cute. Ooh. He's played, his character is Nathan. He is so cute. He plays a 15-year-old, and he kind of hooks up with a 28-year-old. So that was my kind of problem with the show, really. Of course, to me, I think that's like, it's a bit taboo, and I know it happens, but I don't know if it's because it's a Europe thing, like it's not a big deal, or maybe because it's the early 2000s, it was a big deal that was a premise or something. But I'm like, if that was the other way around, like a 20-year-old man hooking up with a 15-year-old girl, I think that would be a big problem. I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they're gay men and such, and it was early 2000s or whatever, that it was okay, or that's why I didn't have a third or fourth season. I don't know. But all the guys in the show are really cute. So two of the main guys, I guess. Oh, Stuart. It's British. So everything is Stuart and books, and you go to shag, and I love British talk. I love English. Yeah, accents. Anyways, Stuart and Vince, I think his name was, they're like best BFFs, two gay men who happen to be BFFs. They never done it. But Vince is secretly in love with Stuart, and Stuart's like this playboy. He's hooked up with every man around his neighborhood or whatnot. And Vince is just like this sort of sci-fi quote-unquote geek who's just sweet as can be and cute as a button. And then comes along the 15-year-old guy who's actually, like I said, he looks familiar. He's so actually in one of the stars, the guy who played the 15-year-old at the time. His name is Charles Hunnam, son of, and so they showed adult picture of him, like, oh, what's the guy in Sons of Anarchy? Which I never saw that show, but I always saw like commercials and saw him, and he was like, oh, it's hot. He's hot, or the show looks hot, whatever. Anyways, so Triple Frontier is the one that I saw on Netflix about last month. And yeah, he was in it, and he's cute. And I'm like, wow, he aged very, very nice. Tremendously. Yeah. Of course, yeah, the storylines were a little bit of woo, but it was a lot of funny moments in it, a lot of serious moments, but I didn't take itself too serious. It was very, very early 2000s, very 90s. It was really cool to watch. I still have to finish the second season, in quotes, because I don't think it's a full season. But yeah, I was like, I wanted more. I really wanted more. And it would have been so long. I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. I finished it last night. It was really good. It was very good. It was great, actually. It was not predictable, but as they say, it did follow the tropes of a biopic. But nonetheless, it was really good. Malik, who played Freddie Mercury, I thought he did a really good job. The mouthpiece that he wore in the movie was kind of distracting for me at times, but I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I thought it was really good. I love biopics in general, but it wasn't. They kept talking how spectacular it was. I thought it was like a decent, like, normal biopic, which I love biopics, but I didn't see anything extraordinary. I guess maybe in the theater, maybe it was probably much grander and awesome to watch because of there's so many big crowd scenes, and they're really cool camera work. I thought that was so many interesting camera work. So it would probably have been much better implemented on a wider, bigger theater screen, as opposed to my smaller screen, which I love my screen, but some things are meant to see in the theaters. I kind of definitely want to see in the theaters. Didn't get a chance to, which is fine. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was sad to watch, just knowing that he did pass away at such a young age. This talented man to watch and listen to their great music, and see how they became a band, and see how Freddie Mercury came into his own. It was not all about him finding himself, but him, it was nice to see him finding his sexuality, and it was sad to see. Yeah, and just it was interesting to see that his culture, like he was probably one of the first successful, like, Indian. I think he was Indian / Pakistani. I think, I'm not sure. I should read more about it. But yeah, it was interesting to see that he was like a headliner of this major band, and yet he wasn't, quote unquote, European or whatever, and he just had this amazing voice, amazing soul, beautiful man. That's what's so sad about watching it, that his life was cut short because of AIDS. It was just nice to watch and enjoy. Finally watching Bohemian Rhapsody. So that was one movie. Then I started watching Molly's Game before I went to bed, and so far so good. I'm still watching it. It's better. It's okay. I'm not a big, like, poker player, movie person, but it was there, and I heard that it got some good buzz about it when it came out in theaters and whatnot. I think it was even nominated. So I thought I would give it a shot. Anyways, so hopefully I can finish it today. So that is what I've been watching. Yay! Alright, thanks for watching this video, and have a great day. Bye!